All right, welcome back to our series on the maintenance and reliability best practices framework. Up today, the asset portfolio. The portfolio. The portfolio of assets is a list of all of the equipment necessary for us to get value proposition to the business and hit their organizational goals. It's a list of all the assets within your system. Many of those end up inside the CMMS system. They're certainly inside your ERP system when you acquired them from a capital perspective. The portfolio lists this equipment database and understands the criticality of that equipment so that you can build maintenance strategies against it. So the asset portfolio is a list of all of the equipment that you currently take care of and own so that you can then build strategy around realizing the value of that equipment. It's achieved through a systematic maintenance structure that's implemented to make sure that we get the value from the equipment, and of course follows ISO 55000 guidelines. Oftentimes, one of the questions we get is how deep do you go inside the CMMS? How deep into an asset system do you build structure inside the CMMS? And for me and our organization, we try to define this by building a decision logic tree around the assets themselves. And I know it's a little bit tough to see, so we'll zoom in a little here. And it all starts with, first and foremost, do we replace parts on it? If it's something we throw away, then it's not an asset. So if it's swappable and we just toss it and put in a new one, not an asset, it's a spare part. But if we rebuild it, it's a spare part. Next thing is sometimes we don't necessarily rebuild things, but they are completely independent and part of another system. Sometimes these are things like transformers or a split AC unit where we want to track the system and the location of part of that system, but not necessarily an independent, it is an independent entity. Next up is, do we calibrate it? Are we required to track the calibration records? While we might throw away instrumentation, if it's critical instrumentation, it may have to be tracked inside your asset portfolio, inside the CMMS or EAM. That makes it an asset. Next up, is it regulatory required to track it? In some cases, it could also be something we toss away, but there may be either local or federal requirements that make us track it inside the asset portfolio. Next up, do we collect condition monitoring information from it? So it may be very critical in a sense that we collect data from it, and so we want it inside our CMMS or EAM. That makes it an asset. And this could be something like a smaller pump, but it has a very critical process implementation requirement, right? And so we want to track that as an asset. Next up, is it a capital asset? We might spend $5,000 or more on an asset that we don't actually do physical work to, like a transformer. We may want to track that inside our CMMS system, and we may even have PMs against it, so we're tracking it even if we're not doing physical repairs or replacing parts on it. If none of those things apply, it's not an asset. It's a spare part or doesn't belong inside your system. Now, this is a guideline. We typically provide this to our clients as an initial starting point. You can take away line items if they don't apply to you. You can add more clarity or additional questions. Certainly, this is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, but it is something that we recommend so that there's a clear definition not only for today, but in the future to keep your CMMS and EAM in good shape. So for more information on asset portfolio or anything else dealing with maintenance, reliability, and operations, go to www.reliabilityx.com. Shoot us an email at ask@reliabilityx.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.